Well, welcome back. Here we are again with another piece of equipment that could make your job easier. This is a conveyor, mostly used for transferring dirt. Used a lot for digging out basements. If you have old homes or anything and you want to feed it through the wall and transport the dirt as you're digging out the basement to make it lower, maybe you got a 4-foot ceiling or something in there and you want to get it down to 8 feet. This will allow you to put the dirt or stone and everything on the end and transport it out into outside, into a pile, into wheelbarrows, into a bin, pickup truck, whatever you can lift this thing into. Because the wheels are just to transport it and tow it with a 2-inch ball. And you can take this dolly off, and then you're only dealing with the framework itself. And this is the end that's going to have the soil come off of, where the motor is. That's usually outside. And this other end where you have your tow bar at the end with the 2-inch ball, which you take off. You don't leave that on because as the conveyor shakes and everything, it's going to work itself down into the soil or the stone and could just jam up inside the coupler. So take that and take that off, unless you're just going to leave it up in the air and use it this way horizontally. But 90% of the time it's down into a hole somewhere. And what I would also suggest is put a piece of wood at that end. As the pockets come around and the conveyor shakes, it tends to work itself down into the soil, especially if it's loose soil. And then you're dragging the pockets around as it's trying to come around and possibly trip your breaker or anything. It's an easy setup to plug in. You'll use a heavy extension cord that's usually provided, and you'll just 115-volt power, turn it on, and the conveyor will start moving around. The pockets will grab whatever it has to grab and dump off the end. Try to keep, when you're loading the conveyor at the loading end, there is a hopper that you can get as well, but try to keep loading your material maybe a couple feet up from the end, not over the roller, especially if you're doing things like pea gravel and that. The small stones would tend to get down into the roller, sometimes get jammed around the belt as well, and they can jam things down at that end and trip your breaker as this thing's trying to move.